At NBA Brothers, also known as Mike and Chris Thoughts and Theories, are here with Hannibal. So what got you first interested in commentating during games, and how long have you been commentating?
It's so ironic. Before I was part of the EBC family, I was basically a fan, a spectator like everyone else. And I was truly inspired by my colleague, my partner, EJ the Mayor, because being that I knew him personally and I could relate to a lot of things because we knew each other, I used to mimic him. You know, I would go from a game, I would go to my neighborhood and start mimicking what I used to hear EJ do. And then I knew I already had my own, you know, decent voice and charisma and all the levels of animation I could bring to the talk. And I had an idea that maybe I could get down. I didn't think it was going to really come into fruition. I didn't think it was going to be true. But what ended up happening was I ended up getting down as a person to hang up the banners. And then one day the regular announcers had some type of dispute. And then before you know it, Greg gave me a shot and I took the ball and never looked back.
Have you ever seen a move done that you'll never do?
Wow. Well, I've seen quite a few moves. I've seen Kobe Bryant do a few moves out here. AI do a couple of moves out here. Really, moves themselves, I can go way back to, let's say, like Master Rob and Mick Nasty and some of the things I've seen out here. As far as right now I can't pick one move, but I can tell you certain events in which it was 3 seconds left on the clock, and I had a competitor come over to me and say what he was going to do before he did it and did it. Like Kareem Reed, Mr. James Speedy Williams. I've seen certain things that are just made for movies, you know, made for movies. I'll give you a quick story. There was a game, Absolute Power against Ghetto Boys. James Speedy Williams was playing with Absolute Power. What happened was they were basically being beat for the most of the game. Then it started teeter-tottering back and forth near the second half. Long story short, it was like 4 seconds left. It was one of those days where you didn't know if it was going to rain or not rain. It would start drizzling, then it would stop. It would drizzle a little, then it would stop. Somehow, some way, 4 seconds left. Absolute Power were down 1. Speedy got the ball, dribble. He was fouled on the way, and he shot the ball and went off the backboard, went in. As soon as the ball went through the hoop, the sky opened up and the rain poured down. It was something made for Hollywood.
Who is your idol when it comes to commentating games?
I don't want to sound too pompous. You mean in general around the world? Or just in general, I'm going to have to go with yours truly, Hannibal, the most electrifying one. Yes, he's my favorite.
We see you wearing the championship belt all the time. When did you start wearing it and why?
Well, it was an idea that basically came. I'm going to give credit to maybe TNT broadcasting, because TNT had a documentary called On Hollow Ground, in which I was featured in. So it was pretty much, you know, stating the fact that our tournament is the champion tournament. And basically, I'm the belt bearer. You know, I bear the belt. So I guess with it being my idea and being part of the EBC, they just basically named me champion of height. The one to put I'm basically this whole tournament is like a drink and I'm the straw, baby. So I stir the drink.
I think that championship belt should have a Twitter account.
Wow. You know what? That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna take you up on that. I think the belt should have his own Twitter account. Speaking of the belt,
look, I just brought it back to him.
Yes.
I had to celebrate with this right here. Yes. This is that true championship moment right here. Man, I appreciate EBC, appreciate my brother. Guess what? We're going to South Beach, so you already know what time it is.
That's right.
South Beach be there.
You can snap this for me?
I need this.
Need this.
My little man there, come on,
man. Come on. Good. Good looking. Bring it back, man. Still for the lane. We're not done. You got to give me some more questions.
Your trademark boy, where did that come from?
Ironically, now it's so funny you say that. I want to say, because you said that, a gentleman by the name of Rob, who used to live in a polo ground, passed away. Him and my cousin were debating on, they used to say it like this, boy. And they were debating, arguing over who started it. So I'm like, neither one of you guys said, that sound whack anyway, boy. We got to say it a little better than that, boy. So I'll start saying it quicker. And then it became part of what I would say out here on the court when I thought something was really live and lit. And one day Cameron, the rapper Cameron, happened to be out here and he heard me saying, "What up, boy, boy?" and had people saying it and copying it, and people related that to me. So a lot of people who didn't know my name said, "What up, boy, boy? What's going on, boy, boy?" So with that said, Cameron said, "Hannibal, you want to be on my album?" I'm like, "On your album? I'm not a rapper." And then of course he sweetened it up with a couple of bucks. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell you how much it was, but he gave me the opportunity to go in the studio with him and started, you know, just let the hook be a boy, boy. And everything was holla boy, boy, dun, 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 dun. If you check the album is called Come Go Home With Me. That's Cameron's album, track 11, Boy Boy. And then right after that, then here comes Allen Iverson putting me in a basketball commercial. And then it's just rolling on and on and on. And before that, you know, back then, a baseball player by the name of Derek Bell invited me out to Tampa, did a game out there. I've been out to Memphis, Tennessee, did a game out there with my man Keith Bullock, who at the time was playing for the Tennessee Titans. And I got a whole array of friends, Warren Sapp, etc., etc. And don't forget my main man, Shaquille O'Neal, and my other main man, Kobe Bryant. Got their phone numbers on tap. I just talked to Shaq again the other night, too. That's my man. You know, and if you look down at my footwear, you can see Shaq means what he says and says what he means. You know what I mean? I got several pair of these sneakers, thanks to my main man, Shaquille O'Neal, sending them to me in the mailbox. So I don't go to the store. The store comes to me.
Does the name Hannibal stand for anything, or is that your real name?
Hannibal is basically a conqueror. Hannibal is basically my handle. Basically, I'm a commander-in-chief and conqueror of all things that are frauds. Like I say, our tournament, I say in one of my statements, this is the tournament that separate the men from the boys, the girls from the women, and the real from the frauds. So of course, me and my partner, me and EJ, we known as Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. We the Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. We the Kobe and Shaq. We the two that you can't get through. You know what I mean? If we don't make it legit, then it ain't legit. That's what it is. Along with the mayor, myself, Hannibal, the most electrifying, we make it do what it do. For me, and you.
I want to thank Hannibal for letting me interview him today. This is an NBA Rucker Park.
You got it, boy. Many more. Thank you.